Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now get ready to bake more memories with these red velvet cupcakes that are likely to steal the limelight. Made with the tried and trusted royal baking powder, these cupcakes are the perfect way to spoil a loved one. Now, gentlemen, this is that sweet treat that we've been waiting for at the end of the show, but we're also still keeping it seasonal with these red velvet cupcakes.
I mean, we can't possibly have a seasonality show without some cake, girl.
Yeah.
So we've got something very special. You know, red velvet cake, it's something everyone loves. I mean, who doesn't love red velvet cupcake?
Well, I think it's everyone's sort of childhood memory.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things, you know, love it or you actually hate it, I think. It's sort of one of those, you know, one of those sort of bakes that is on that spectrum of, do you like it or don't you?
Absolutely. And, you know, for myself, something that was very interesting when it comes to red velvet cupcakes, I found out that back in the day, they actually used beetroots as the flavor coloring within the cupcakes to achieve this red kind of look. I mean, now people just add into food coloring, but that's what it's about.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, if you take beetroot, I mean, this time of year, you get lovely beetroots as well, and you grate that into there as well as the juice, and you incorporate. That's what gives us this beautiful coloration. We obviously now changed it over the years and modernized without having to add beetroot into your ready-made mixes or whatever it might be. But yeah, that's a great thing that you can add, and a great way if you want your kids to eat vegetables and things, sneak it in.
I love that trick, but we're not going to do that traditional way today, Pali. We're just doing something that's easier for the viewers at home to achieve. So I've got my dry ingredients here: flour, some sugar, some cocoa powder. So cocoa powder is actually what aids with developing that red flavor and also that taste that's synonymous with the red velvet cupcake. So what I'm going to add to this is just a teaspoon of my royal baking powder, and it's just looking at this packet really makes me smile because I remember my granny had a tin on the top shelf, an old tin. It probably was like many years old, and I love using it. And quintessentially in a red velvet, you would actually use baking soda. But I find that the royal baking powder gives it a much more prettier dome on the cupcake.
Okay.
So I'm going to now start with my wet ingredients. We've got our eggs. I've got the all-important red food coloring. I've got some vanilla, some buttermilk. I love buttermilk because it keeps it all moist and juicy.
Absolutely, the acidity that does in baking really changes a dish when you're using buttermilk versus, you know, ordinary milk or cream. So, great addition.
So I'm going to go in with some vinegar, also very important, and then I'm just going to give that a quick stir. Now, I have a very secret ingredient that we're using today, so I'm going to ask Chef Chart to pass it on. So we're using pink peppercorns, and I want you guys to have a smell, have a taste, tell me what you think.
So I am definitely a fan of pink peppercorn. I love it in a good little after-work drink, and I also just love it in any application like this. It is floral, it is flavorful.
I love that sort of wonderful floral note you get on the nose, but then the flavour of it, you got the sort of subtle flavour of pepper coming through, but then you got this wonderful sort of meadow of flowers on your palate.
It's definitely fragrant, especially if you got
very fragrant.
You know, you take a bite of it, and then South Africa, if you can just 1, 2, 3, you kind of. You have that flavour lingers.
It's gorgeous, but I agree. You know, come 5 o'clock, it certainly goes on a gorgeous cocktail on there. But we're going to actually put it into, so you've put that into your mixture. I'm just going to sort of garnish the cupcakes here. And we just need to put a dollop of whipped cream on the top of this here. I mean, there's lots of other things you could add in, but I mean, just something so simple, so clean, get the flavour of what you actually are making. So dollop on the top like there. You'll notice I'm working like a bit of a conveyor belt.
Yeah.
So pop all of on, and then you can go around and start sort of, you know, spoon it this way and sort of give it a bit of a...
Beautifying it.
Yeah, beautifying it, give it a bit of a fizz to make it look...
Incredible.
There, and then what I'm going to do is take your microplane and just grate some lovely seasonal lemon zest on there. It could be naartjie zest, it could be orange zest, whatever you like.
Okay.
Just go on.
Now, Chef Chart, I know that a lot of people end up using cream cheese as their topping on a red velvet cupcake. Would that also work?
Absolutely. I mean that's sort of, you know, everyone sort of has that association of cream cheese, red velvet. So that you could do as well. You know, a bit of mascarpone could go on extremely well. Creme fraiche, or we understand as cultured cream now, works just as well. And I mean, there you go.
Voila.
And
Okay,
you
wow.
have a gorgeous dressed little cupcake there.
Sharing is caring.
Well, sharing is caring indeed. But can I teach you something even more? It's even better.
Talk to
That's what
me.
I love about it. Now, when you have a bite to this, you have either too much cream or you have too much of
Yes.
that there. Yeah? So go on, take it and make a
I've seen this done
sandwich.
before.
There we go. Oh,
I love that.
We have a bit more of a maroon red velvet cupcake here, but maroon's kind of red. So obviously, you just need to add a little bit more coloring as you go along. But these will bake perfectly fine. So into the oven at 180 degrees for about 20 minutes, but keep your eye on it. You know, when we talk about cakes, putting that skewer stick in, it's got to come out clean. But with cupcakes, if there are a few crumbs on the skewer stick, that's when they're ready.
Get this recipe at afternoonexpress.co.za. Now we're calling on you to bake more memories with Royal Baking Powder and the Tastemaster SA. Stand a chance to win weekly prizes. To enter, watch the weekly challenge on the show, bake something scrumptious with Royal Baking Powder using the episode's competition theme, and follow the entry details on the Tastemaster SA social media pages. For inspiration, catch the Tastemaster SA on Friday evenings at 7 on SABC2, with repeats on Sundays at 3 p.m.
This Friday evening at 7 on the Tastemaster SA.
This is the point in the competition where things really start heating up.
Today, 2 of you will be going home.
That is wild.
I'm not sure if I can stand the heat.
If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen.
This challenge is on another level.
It's about 100 times worse than it looks.
Everything around you kind of just stops.
That's the Tastemaster SA. Friday evenings at 7. Repeat Sunday afternoons at 3 on SABC2.